Okay, so we are heading down on another field trip. Uh, these are another series of coal mines that are located above the river. And you can see this is a steep, steep bluff. Probably about 500 feet more up there would be the top. And it's just a gradual descent down ankle. The river is probably 2,000 feet ahead, maybe a little more, and we're fixing to drop off. So it's a whole series of drift mines connected by tramway lines that ran along this bluff just above the river. So that's another first for us to come here. So we seem to be kind of following the coal drift mines along the rivers. So, but it's outstanding topography, beautiful.
I would say along the river, we've been doing pretty well.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. Okay, so we just descended down to from the top of the bluff. This right here is the remains of the old tramway line, and just down below, probably 400 feet, a little more, right through the trees is the river. So this is supposed to be one of them right here. Is it open?
Yeah, it has an opening.
Okay.
I'm going to have to drop in and see if it's collapsed.
Okay, so this is one of the drift mines right here. See a good top cover overhang. So Mr. Bach's going to check that out here in a minute. I'm going to head up there and join him. Okay. All right, Mr. Box, he's getting ready to go in here in a second. I'm going in. All right. Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Coming out might be... give me just a few minutes.
No problem.
Gonna try to get some of this stuff out of the way.
Gotcha. All right, so this is another series of drift mines. These date back the same as we had seen a while back to around 1920 to 22. So he's just going in there to take a look at it, see how far it goes, or if there's collapses. So it's supposed to be, I think, 5 or 6 of these mines, this group. So he'll be back in just a second. Like I said, the river, from where I'm at, it's probably 500 feet down to the river. So. Yeah, I kind of moved some of that stuff away. I was trying to move that big one, but it's jammed.
Not moving.
Yeah, that thing's probably weighs 100 pounds.
Yeah, coming out's a little challenge. Let me show you the video.
Okay. Yeah, so he said he kept going. So, all right.
Yeah, the ceiling doesn't look in a very good condition. One area where the ribs have completely separated.
Right.
And I had maybe a foot gap to slither to the side to see if it continued to go. And it did.
Okay.
No airflow.
Yeah, you can feel it, though, coming out of here.
Yeah, once you get in there, I mean, look at me sweating.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No airflow, no bats, no wildlife.
We'll be sure to check out the others further down the line. All right. Yeah, see, if you want to go into a mine, you got to get dirty like that and be thin. Okay, got the river right here. Got the remains of the rail bed right here. And tramway bed mine we were at earlier, Mr. Box went in, is over this way, and he's on the upper level. And I'm down here on the lower level. Let's see. There's a, make sure I don't slip, man. Huh. That is a big section of rail. Right there. Huh. And you can see it's so old, man. The tree's grown into it. Right here above the river. Huh. Wow. All right. Well, I'll head up here to the upper level where Mr. Box is in just a minute. We just wanted to check this out and see if there's anything of substance down here, mining related, and you know, this is. So, all right. Just another day by the river. Okay, got the river down here, just came up from the lower level. And you got one mine here, another one where Mr. Box is. Of course, all this water is coming out of the mine, I guess. So, anyway, you can see it's draining down for the river, and there's a piece of tramway rail right there. I'm not sure what that is. So there's another one right there, wide open.
This one has some water.
Okay.
Take a look, see what you think.
Okay, the other one's straight ahead of you. All right. Got a remains of a building down here, corrugated tin or corrugated steel.
Really?
Yeah. How's it look?
I'm wondering if this connects to that attic that was very first added on that other one.
Very well could be. You feel any air coming out?
There is in that one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, they're connected. All right, let me get over there and see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to take a... Wow. That's a big overhang. I'm going to take a quick drop into here and just see what it looks like. Not going to go far, just going to go right down to there. Mr. Box is heading around the corner. There's a couple more mines over there. Just see what this looks like, kind of curious. This one's easier to get into, that's for sure. Okay, that's looking back up. I just had to crawl down here on my stomach. Right there. So, here's the coal seam right here. And I tell you what, that's about a 2-foot coal seam right there. I don't know how these guys did it, man. That keeps going too. Wow. Well, as far as I'm going, just wanted to come down here and take a look at it, see if there was anything of interest. But you can just see they took out nothing but the coal seam right here. So, all right. Well, we'll go ahead and slither on back out. All right. All right, got back out. Tell you, those miners, I guess one of their requirements for something like that. Make sure you're not claustrophobic. That's about one of the tightest I've ever been in right there. That is a narrow band of coal. So, all right. Pack this up and we'll head over to where Mr. Box is. So, Mr. Box came across all this corrugated steel, and you got the tramway lines, rails. So old, man. Trees growing into the fence right there. Or the fence, the barbed wire's growing into the tree. You got cross ties right here. And that right here is a coal tailings pile. The river is right there. I mean, that gum, man, they could have loaded the coal on the barges, because coal barges use this river. And then you got
It doesn't continue.
okay, you got more tramway rail there, and right there where my finger's at, just curves off. So there's a lot of it discarded everywhere. Some more down there. So, all right, well, tell you what, we'll head over back here to the hole and see what that looks like. Had to walk far enough down here, might as well make it worth their while. So, mine just came out of this, just over the lip below that overhang. So, Mr. Box been over here checking this out. Oh yeah, I see the opening right there. That looks like the best of all of them.
Yeah, not as much water. You got a piece of tram rail.
Oh yeah, see that?
But I want to know what the hell this is.
Could be pumping the water out. PVC pipe, you know.
PVC pipe with a water spigot.
Huh. Huh, that's old.
I was thinking moonshine.
Man, that's old PVC. Well, these mine were opened, I think, sometime between 1920 23, like the other ones we checked out closed.
I just want to know what the water spigot's for right here.
That is interesting. Have you already gone in?
I looked in, yeah.
Okay. Man, that's an incredible overhang. Wow. Yeah, talk about coal mines on the bluff, man. This is it.
It's flowing into this bucket, and then it has a water spigot.
Man, I don't know. But I bet the rest of it's going to be inside. So, that might be some of the original tramway rail from when this mine was opened, I think between 1920 and 23. So these were closed. They ran for about 10 years closed, and then sometime late 40s, early 50s, a little coal mining company came in here, reopened, rehabilitated the mines, new mining equipment, and these were all railroad connected, connected by a railroad spur line. So they had an inclined tram taking the coal cars to the top, to the loading temple for the railroad. So since the railroad abandoned the spur line, these became non-railroad mines, meaning they became wagon or truck mines. So these would have been truck mines. And there's a road that was built crisscrossing, zigzagging all the way, with switchbacks all the way to the top of the bluff, to the plateau. So, all right, let's see. Okay, so yeah, this looks interesting. Yeah, this definitely looks doable right here. So we can definitely try to go in this one. I'm all about better better headroom for going in through the opening. So there's a piece of old pipe right there. So we'll look around here for a few minutes and then we'll get ready to go in. That may be going over to that air intake.
I think it is.
Right there. Alright, well, I'll tell you what, since I'm going to be bent over a little bit, I'm going to drop this bag right here. Okay, just had to bend over and get through that stuff. So Mr. Box said that's collapsed up there. This was closed off, you can tell. Hinges right there. Same thing as one of the other mines we saw a while back. Cables running through the blocks. So. Yeah, I can see what that's collapsed back there. All right. Yeah, that may go to that air fan entry point back over there. How's it look?
Just an adit.
Okay.
That stops right there, you know, that tunnel in.
All right. Well, it didn't go as far as we anticipated. That's for sure. Yeah, this one's got a definite low ceiling, man.
Absolutely. You couldn't pay me to work that.
No. All right. Well, we'll go check out this other one Mr. Box had seen. See what that looks like before we get on up out of here. All right. Okay. So, repositioned back over to this other mine Mr. Box had seen. And, this is it right here. It's definitely got some water in it. He's fixing to go in. I'm going to drop down here and just see what the ceiling looks like. I might not be able to make it, but he's going to give it a shot. But coal seam is about 3 feet, maybe 2.5, 3 feet right there. So, all right, we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so just using one light here. That's what it looks like. Probably may have about 2 feet of water in some areas. Got them added over here. And so timber prop. I don't know how far it goes back, but of course here's the coal seam. Well, you gonna give it a shot?
I think I'm gonna give it a shot, man.
All right. All right, well, he's going in.
Hope.
All right, man. Well, he's gone back in there. He disappeared around the corner to the right. Get you a kayak in here, man. Surfboard. right, man. Well, he came out of that right at it, and he's heading on back in. All right. Go ahead and get on up out of here. No problem. Take your time. All right. I'm going to get on up out of here. All right, well, he's back on in there. So, catch him coming out in a few minutes. All right, well, he'll be out here in a few minutes. Just checking around. There's a lot of mine debris right there, but you know, one thing about coming down to an area like this and in the summer months, this is a prime area. Copperheads, timber rattlers, water moccasins, rattlesnakes. So it's always good to have some snake shot with you, along with the real stuff, because right here you just never know what you're going to run into. So far, we've been very fortunate to not run into anything, but come down to a place like this, carry some snake shot.
Room.
All right. Well, you got your bath for the day.
Right.
I hear you, man. It looks like it was about 4 feet. 4
Yeah,
feet,
water.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, I got all the way up here.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to do that.
It was cool.
Yeah, you disappeared back in there. I mean, you look like some hobbit, you know, and J.R. Tolkien or something going off into the cave. So, all right, well, I think that's the last of the ones we're checking out. We're getting the rainforest here with the water coming down. Anyway, that was neat. We got to come down here and see these mine remains. Love to see a picture of how they got the loaded coal mine carts on an incline all the way to the top of the bluff into the spur line with the rail loading tipple. But anyway, that's it, and we'll go ahead and get on up out of here.